First of all, welcome everybody. And today, what we're going to do is we have 3 different crystals, and in front of each one of those crystals is the tarot card that actually matches that crystal. So what I want you to do is to pick the card or the crystal that takes your fancy, the one that you are most attracted to. Just have a look and see which crystal you have, which one you like, which crystal are you most attracted to. There are 3 crystals, and you have the first one, and the second one, and the third one, and I want you to choose which crystal is the one you want to have your reading, and we'll do them in order. Okay? So this is the piece of Septarian, and this is for your crown and your root chakra, and this is represented by the Chariot card. And that's a really lovely piece of Septarian, sometimes called Dragonstone, sometimes called Lightning Stone. For those of you who chose Septarian or the Chariot card, so the ground is a little shaky at the moment, and there may be really big changes in the landscape somewhere in this planet. It's going to be a geographical change, a topographical rearrangement of the land. Like bile in the stomach, the earth is expelling its poison that it's absorbed when it's been healing. So take comfort from the trees and the vegetation. They can steady us and balance us. So the energy that you get from the trees will help in that situation. Do not believe what the media is telling you. Read the unwritten words between the lines. This is where you will find the truth. Because you are being sold a story to push forward an agenda that is not in your interest. And that applies for the so-called green agenda. This is merely a cover for higher taxation and control. So the animals on this planet need your love and your blessing. Ask the earth to heal and cleanse the energy around the animals. They carry a great deal of the human angst. Look to the skies for those who have been observing, because they are bringing more technology. And in fact, they have been exchanging this technology for years. And the aerial craft that you see in the sky, they're not all from this planet. Eat carefully. If it doesn't look natural, leave it alone. Now the Earth's vibrations are slowing down, just so the Earth can shed its skin and replace it with a new skin. It's a new order. It's going to take time, but this is the new beginning. And those in power whom we see as getting away with things. So-and-so, they're getting away with it again. They are in their own purgatory now, and that they will never be released. They'll never be released from that. They will always have to cover, hang on, they'll always have to cover the covers that cover the covers. Right. So for all the covers that are covering the covers, they're going to have to cover up other covers. It's an endless cycle. It's infinitum. So moonlight on our skin, it's as powerful for our soul as the sunlight on the skin. And it gives you a charge, a physical charge that you didn't know you lacked. So it's saying, please just recharge in the moonlight for free. Hop out there, recharge. And that is for those that chose the Septarian here, or the Chariot card. That was for you. And this is Blue Adventurine. This is for your third eye and your throat, and it's represented by the Emperor card. It's pretty, very pretty crystal. Blue Adventurine. This is for those people who chose Blue Adventurine or the Emperor card. And there will be peace in a hotspot, but it will be very unstable, a fragile balance, and incursions will continually occur. The leadership needs to change on all sides. There are too many vested interests. The war will move to the rooftops of private houses, rather than a battleground. The stock market is about to burst somewhere in the world. I know there's quite a few stock markets. And it's like a balloon, and it loses its air, but it will resume its prior position quite quickly. And it's going to take some big banking or hedge funds, some big names, it's going to take them out. Within this time period of revelation, we're living in revelations, people will find that their idols are not whom they think they are. They will be disappointed in these people that we hold in high esteem. I think we're looking at Hollywood here. They are worthless on the world stage. They are an illusion of entertainment. They're quite hollow inside. So somewhere the lid will be lifted on a church. I don't know what type of church, which church. And their falsehoods and their misrepresentations will be revealed. And it will break people's ability to believe in something they consider to be fundamental. Now, perhaps the Far East will see a change of leadership. Perhaps China. And it's going to be very shaky at first, but there will be, over the next few years, much stability. It'll be better. It's getting rid of the old guard. And in all the turmoil that is present on this planet at the moment, fundamentally, don't lose hope. There is a phoenix that will rise from the ashes. And you have to use the moon's energy to cleanse and purge the stuff that we don't need. And that includes parasites. And these people who are parasites, they need to know that they do not have your support. So you need to use your voice to speak your truth to your governments. And in some cases, it's going to be good things that you're going to be saying, words of praise. In others, maybe not so much. finally, light a candle for all those you love and ask to protect their hearts, their soul, from all that would do them harm, from all that would do us harm. Bathe in the light, absorb the light into your soul. And that was the reading for those who chose Blue Aventurine or the Emperor. And that's for the cold moon on the 4th of December. This is purpurite. This is for your crown and your third eye. See the way it plays with the light? And this is for the High Priestess card. But isn't that gorgeous? That is purpurite. Well, this is for those of you who chose purpurite or the High Priestess. So the message from the full moon, it's saying, this is for the children, the future, known as the violet indigo children. The violet children. They are evolved enough to follow the path of least destruction. And at the moment, their voices are silenced. Can't hear them. But restoration of peace in Central Africa, that is needed greatly to help restore the beating heart of the planet. Africa is the beating heart. South America might be the lungs, but Africa is the beating heart. There needs to be balance in equatorial waters to heal the imbalances of what is the northern hemisphere versus the southern hemisphere. There are things that are hidden in the polar south. There are energies at work to clear the clutter from the race for rare earth minerals. The earth itself is rare. It is one of a kind. There are no other planets like it. There are some that are similar, but none like it. And I understand our oceans are slowly healing, but we must purge the toxins that are released from the chemical effluent. The tides are slightly slower this year. They resume pace in a couple of years. It's to give the ocean a chance to cleanse itself. It does it through the backwash of the tides. Scientists will not disclose that this is occurring. It should alter all their math, but yet it doesn't. Science is not the answer for everything. Try to watch the sea come to shore under a full moon. Try to do that sometime. See how clearly you start to visualize things. And the tribespeople from all different countries and continents, they've done this for centuries. Yet many of us have forgotten how to tune our own body clock. And it's the easiest thing to do, to get yourself back into balance and keep your circadian rhythms at their optimal frequency. I think this is saying you have to visualize the planet Earth by the ocean and ask the sea to cleanse the Earth as well. Ask the sea to reset the clock on the Earth's skin. But I think you have to visualize yourself by the sea if you are on a shoreline and feel that you are a part not only of the shore but a part of the ocean as well. And it resets your rhythm, it resets your circadian rhythm. It resets our body clock when we get out of kilter. Well, who knew? And that was the reading for those that chose Purpurite or the High Priestess card. That was for you. that was just something a little different this week, just to see what energy we could get from a full moon. And I have done that reading with the light of the full moon, which is just up through the window, up there. And it's quite remarkable, the energy, the power that you feel from it. It's very gentle, but very revealing. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we'll catch up with you next time. Got another reading for the new moon. Thank you. Take good care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.